in the lab with a pen and a pad. No, not really. Not really.
They asked me how I knew my true love was true.
Got my mad scientist goggles on. There's actually a purpose behind these though. These are like 1950s era acetylene oxygen welding goggles. Because these are bright. So what I have here is 10 500-watt halogen tubes and 10 independently wired switches with one main. So we're going to go ahead and torture test this Predator. Let me bring you in for a close-up. You can see what I did here. It's not too complicated. I just used little brackets, that main bus, a little heat shield, each individually wired to each switch, and then underneath, what I did just to simplify it is I just used that, I think it's called strapping, if I'm not mistaken, and I just connected them all together. So there's one main bus connecting all these, and the top, obviously. Now this is not something you want to mess with if you don't know what you're doing, because you could build it all shielded and stuff. It just has a very basic plug here. I've got a extension cord right here that I'm going to run to the generator, and we're just going to sequentially turn on lights, and that's why I need these goggles, because these suckers are bright. And we're going to keep turning them on until it trips. I'm thinking it should do okay. Now I've got 5,000 watts worth of lights. If I somehow manage to turn them all on and it runs it, that's not going to put out 5,000 watts, I can tell you right now. So what we'll do first is we'll start with 3,000 watts, and then we'll take a peek at the meter, and then we'll try to push it. So it should run 3,000. I don't know how accurate these bulbs are. If they're 500 watts right on the button, I highly doubt it. They're probably give or take, plus or minus. So I'm going to go ahead and warm up the generator, and we're going to start with 3,000, and then we're just going to see how much it can take before it clips out on us, and how long of a surge it can hold actually. And then we'll look at the meter after. I'll put a camera on the meter, and we'll see what its maximum output was and how long it could hold it. So let's get started. Alright, so you can hear the generator running. So first what we're going to do is make sure you don't touch anything metal at all. I'm only going to touch the plastic switches, even though this shouldn't be live. All of these brackets will be live when the switches are on, and this bus right here right now, that's live. If I touch that, light me up. Many people might like that. Shoutouts to the FS5. Alrighty, so let's turn on the master. Now this is all live now. Each switch is 500 watts added load to the generator. As soon as I kick on this first one, the generator should change in tone. It should go up a little bit because it's not on the ESC throttle, the Predator's version of the Eco throttle. So let's go. Alright, there, she's under load. That's 500, 1,000, 2,000, 2,500. There, that's 3,000. Let's go have a look. Let's go see what the meter says. I don't see an overload light yet. Let's bring it over to the watts. Alright, so that's 2,808 watts. Alright, so let's kill the master. Remount the camera. So now we know that it will hold without a problem. So now what I'm going to do is give it 3,500 watts and see 3,500 watts of this and see what it actually really reads on the generator. So this time we'll go in 1,000 increments. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 3,500 according to the wattage, the light wattage. And she's pulling, oh, the overload's flickering. 31, so she's just over. So she held her pretty good, and that was actually over its rated capacity, so it was actually what they call surging. So now I'm going to push it until it clips, and then I'll take the final readings and then we'll talk about it. Let's see how long it'll hold. And I've got another camera on the generator screen right now, so we'll see what the maximum wattage it can put out in a surge and how long it can hold it. So let's go. 1, 2, 3,000, 4,000. Okay, so that's 5,000 watts of draw. The overload light is on. It's still pushing it. Still rocking it. That's got to be 5 seconds or more. Wow. It's still going. You'll see when these go off. And then we'll see what the maximum it could hold was. There it is. Okay. So let me turn the master off here. You heard the generator quiet right down. All right, so I'm going to pull the footage from that other camera, and let's talk about what we just learned about this generator. So it held 4,060 output watts when I had all 5,000 trying to draw 5,000 from these halogen lights. It also put out at one test 3,752 watts and held that surge for a good 7 to 8 seconds. So the maximum put out was 33.6 amps and it held it for a good 7 seconds. So that's more than enough to start an air conditioner like a 13.5 BTU like I have, and I don't even have boost caps on my AC, but I am going to put some in. So there it is, guys. Torture test on the 3500 Predator. So don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.